Yet again, recall when I said before I've never seen such countless quitters and individuals of color around here. We got marked as troublesome in light of the fact that I said a single word. And that was no, as you probably are aware, I believe that Jeffrey should be gay. And he has eyes for his harasser. That is not what I tried out for Tyler Perry, has been stirring things up in the news of late yet. Not for the best reasons we as a whole know Tyler Perry, as a gifted entertainer producer. And generally around inventive power, he's gotten various merited grants, all through his vocation. Anyway, the present video isn't tied in with praising his accomplishments, with one more honor good gracious various specialists have as of late approached to share their encounters of abuse by. In all honesty, Tyler Perry, one of the most intense voices among them, is Monique. She guarantees that Tyler has been abusing his entertainers, so much that some of them are too hesitant to even consider shouting out. Yet what precisely did Monique uncover? Is she basically spreading unjustifiable bits of hearsay? Or does she have an ulterior rationale prepare for one more exciting excursion into the shameful universe of Hollywood tea? It is no question that Tyler Perry is causing disturbances and breaking records in the movie business. This Atlanta-based virtuoso is an amazing powerhouse as an essayist maker and entertainer. With regards to business achievement, Tyler Perry is obviously one of the most persuasive African-American movie producers in history. And think about the thing he's doing everything in his own terrace, making Atlanta famous as a definitive center of film wizardry. Tyler Perry has a marked character that has overwhelmed the amusement world. And it's as a matter of fact, the unbelievable Medea. This awesome person has charmed crowds in front of an audience. And on the big screen, certain individuals can't get enough of Medea's comical jokes and interesting stories. Yet hello, not every person is applauding and snapping their fingers in endorsement. Pundits are ringing and causing a stir, and scrutinizing the manner in which Tyler Perry depicts African Americans in his work. Definitely it's a bit of a hodgepodge. A few people contend that his depictions propagate generalizations and dated customs. Prestigious movie researcher Donald Overwhelm even contrasted Medea with those exemplary Hollywood mammy characters shots terminated. And you know Spike Lee, the blunt producer, well. He's had a couple of comments, too scrutinizing Perry's disloyalty of African American characters on the big screen. Yet hold up, there's more going on than meets the eye. Astounding disclosures have arisen about Tyler Perry, recommending that he's associated with sustaining generalizations, as well as confronting serious allegations of abusing his young entertainers. Upsetting reports demonstrate that he has been supposedly compelling them to take an interest in embarrassing productions that go past satisfactory limits. Yet before we plunge into the narratives of the people who have had pessimistic encounters working with Tyler Perry, we should initially pause for a minute to give props to Monique for being perhaps the earliest craftsman to approach and share her experience. For the individuals who don't realize, Monique won the lofty Best Supporting Entertainer grant at the 2009 Oscars. Now you would feel that after such acknowledgement her profession would skyrocket. Right, well, clutch your ponies, since things didn't precisely go true to form. It just so happens the hamburger among Monique and Tyler Perry started from her refusal to advance the movie Valuable, which was not piece of her legally binding commitments. Monique has uncovered her purposes behind declining to lobby for the movie. First and foremost, she would have rather not forfeited valuable family time by going to celebrations and press trips. Furthermore, she underscored that she had no authoritative commitments to do so. At first, she consented to star in the autonomous film Valuable, coordinated by Lee for a small $50,000 anyway. The venture acquired monstrous recognition at the Sundance Movie Celebration, and both Perry and Oprah came on board as leader makers, giving the movie a critical lift. As per Monique, the Valuable group encouraged her to lobby for the film, yet she made plainly she wouldn't do it without fair remuneration. She expressed that she wasn't willing to focus on Hollywood over her standards. She described a discussion she had with Perry at the local honors, where she spread the word about it that she wouldn't work free of charge. At first they appeared to come to a common comprehension, and surprisingly, embraced it out yet not long after bits of hearsay started to flow naming Monique as challenging to work with Perry, went to the extent that knocking her to Chief David E. Talbot in a new appearance on Turned Out with T.S. Madison, the then 54-year-old entertainer and comic, tended to her well-established cases of being renounced Monique, known for her striking assertions, got down on Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels, blaming them for harming her profession. After she declined to partake in the honors crusade for the movie Valuable during the meeting, Monique uncovered that following quite a while of strain, Perry at long last contacted her trying to accommodate their disparities. She shared that Perry communicated regret for how he treated her and guaranteed her that he planned to openly apologize. Monique even professed to have recorded their discussion, which was subsequently affirmed by the show's host T.S. Madison. I can't go abroad and do this with the expectation of complimentary Tyler. So then he happens about his spill, you realize. I said, well, listen, you can think of me to check for me to go abroad. It doesn't really matter to me where the cash comes from yet. I won't do it with the expectation of complimentary. He says, well, I don't put stock in offering cash with the expectation of complimentary. I said I don't trust in working free of charge. So we in total agreement. For more, Monique unveiled that she played the recorded sound for different craftsmen. For example, Kevin Hart and Reverend Al Sharpton. Purportedly, they urged Perry to connect with Monique by at first Perry was hesitant to do so. Yet he in the end passed on to one of her companions that he would address her under two circumstances. Her better half Slay supervisor wouldn't be involved, and she needed to apologize to him and Oprah for the allegations of being repudiated, yet hang on close on the grounds that the dramatization doesn't end there. Prepare yourselves for additional stunning disclosures. Entertainer and voice mentor Brandon Jake took the TikTok to spill the tea on his nerve-wracking experience while shooting only one episode of Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns. In his genuine TikTok video, Jay portrayed his experience on Perry's show set as the most distressing and testing experience of his life. He uncovered that shooting a solitary episode at Tyler Perry Studios is undeniably more serious than the standard creation process. While episodes of different shows are regularly shot throughout 7 days, Perry's group figures out how to pack the whole shooting process into a solitary day. As though the tight shooting plan wasn't sufficient, Jay blamed Perry for rolling out latest possible moment improvements to the contents that entertainers were supposed to retain before each shoot. Jay tried out for and handled the job of Jeffrey, a sure secondary school teen managing tormenting anyway. Without a second to spare, he asserted he was constrained into assuming an alternate part. As a gay person, Mr. Perry comes in, everything changes. So we, in a real sense, run the whole episode for himself. And he loathes it. Does that mean I need to become familiar with a totally different content? Yes. That is what it implies. Mr. Perry on the spot begins modifying the whole content. And he's taking care of me, the lines to say, and the chief is somewhat remaining as an afterthought, like you better do it since. Supposing that not, they will terminate you here.